Good morning, my fellow Earthlings. It is I, the Kaz Motors, and welcome to today's video. For today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion on the MOTO GUZZI V7. This isn't going to be a traditional review though, because there's already plenty of videos of pushing specs and, oh, this bike is great, or, oh man, this bike sucks. That's not what I'm going to be reviewing on the MOTO GUZZI. The way this review is being approached is through the lens of Italy. What I feel makes my opinion stand out more than just what everyone else is saying online is the fact that that's my car. Not only is that my car, I also happen to work on Italian vehicles literally all day. That is my job. So this review is going to be put through a day in the life kind of perspective of someone who, you know, is around Italian machines all day. So obviously I still will review the bike. I still will go over its riding characteristics, how it rides, and stuff of that nature. I'm just putting a little Italian twist on it because it's an Italian motorcycle. Well, in true Kaz Motors fashion, I am running late, so let's get this show on the road. I go to work at my Italian mechanic job on my Italian motorcycle and maybe have an Italian lunch or something. Oh no, treat myself. All right. It sure is a fine day to be Italian. And just a little bit of personal interjection here. I actually don't know my ancestry. Like, I don't know what I really am. But what I do know is my mother was adopted into an Italian household. So growing up, I've been around Italian stuff my entire life. It's just what makes sense to me. Not only are you getting a review from someone who works on Italian stuff all day, I know what's up, okay? I know how the Italians do things. And I'm not saying any other review of the MOTO GUZZI V7 is bad. I'm just saying what makes my opinion stand out, in my opinion, is that I might be Italian? All right, let's go to work. Oh my God. I've been on a fair number of motorcycles, right? To list them all would be a waste of time. But the MOTO GUZZI V7 has a very specific kind of feel to it. The only time I ever really feel this thing, the old Sportster, and by old I mean not the Sportster S, like the Evo motor Harley Sportster has the same feeling. And I want to say the Triumph Bonneville also has the same feeling. It could just be any heritage-based bike. It just has like this certain kind of like fit and finish to it that other bikes don't have. Precise. Everything on this is like hard. I'm hard on this bike. Nothing feels loose. Nothing feels cheap. Everything just has a very nice feel to it.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
The Italians care. Same way in that the Americans care about how the engine sounds. The Italians also care. A lot of it is held down with restrictions, obviously emissions, but the Italians, they will design an engine with sound in mind. Point proven. And the gate is closed. Well, time to do a little Italian wizardry. And why is there a Dodge Charger in my spot? You motherfucker. All right, honey, I'm home. All right, I'm now here at work, but the fun isn't over. Just working on Italian vehicles. Now, from a mechanic standpoint, a lot of people get shied away from European vehicles, Italian vehicles, German vehicles, anything import. But the entire time I've been a professional mechanic, I've never understood the issue. Granted, I do have the resources to me in order to fix these Italian vehicles, but at the end of the day, the actual job itself they're really not that hard to work on. I can continue on this topic for a while, but I need to take this helmet off so I can get to my coffee and get to work. So come along, my dear Earthlings. Alright, for this section, I just felt a voiceover would be more appropriate than slowing down and explaining everything I'm doing. So on Alfa Romeos, the start-stop button to start the vehicle is located on the steering wheel, and for this vehicle, the start-stop button stopped working. So I'm simply just replacing the button. I verify that it is the button that isn't working, and with a new button installed, I will show you that it's fixed. That was just a quick, simple job I wanted to get out of the way before I tackled the big job, which is a turbocharger on an Alfa Romeo Stelvio. I can't speak for all vehicles, but for Fiat and Alfa Romeo, diagnosing a failing turbocharger is very simple. You'll get a turbocharger underboost code and the vehicle will simply not want to accelerate. I could dissect the turbo and figure out why it's not making any power, but turbos just get replaced as entire assemblies these days. I can go on about the planned obsolescence of vehicles these days, but I just know the turbo's bad and I have to replace it with an entire turbo assembly. You're gonna see a lot of smoke coming from the turbo because it's a brand new turbo and there's just a lot of residual oils and coolant and everything that has to burn off. But new turbo installed, let's get this car out of my bay. This is a Fiat 500e, it is fully electric. It is getting a new AC compressor, but that job is for another day. So there we go. I installed a turbo in one vehicle and I fixed the start button on another vehicle. And that's all I'm going to do today because today's my day off and I'd actually much rather be riding that thing right now. So time to get this uniform off and let's go take this thing for a spin. As much as I love slaving away at my job on my day off, I have better plans. And it sounds a little something like this. Hell yeah. Let's blow this popsicle stand and open this baby up. Alright, I had the very nice, peaceful ride into my work on my day off. I had a pretty productive day, but you know, I'd much rather not be at my job on my day off, so let's just say I had a long, frustrating day at the long, frustrating day factory. And now I get to hop on my Italian motorcycle and let all my frustration out on the highway. Oh yeah, come on. Damn. Alright, so highway characteristics on a rather windy day. I am being hit by the wind a lot, but so far it's not like bullying me around the lanes. If you've ever been on a really small motorcycle going highway speeds, you'll know what I'm talking about. I also can't tell you how fast I'm going, as much as I'd like to be able to tell you that. It's getting a little, like, swirly. It could also just be, I think it's just the grooves in the road, too, because I am following, like, a pretty good groove in this road. Personally, this is, like, the limit of this bike for me. I'm not saying this is the limit of the bike itself. I'm not pushing the bike as hard as I can. The conditions I'm in right now, strong opposing winds on me, highway speeds, this is not the best. There are other bikes much more suited for this, so yeah, I would not recommend this bike for what I'm doing right now. It could also just be a pretty windy day, like that might be a big factor of it, but every bump I'm hitting, you know, it's kind of sketchy. Like, I kind of feel like I am going to lose control of the bike at any second. Like, right there, holy shit. I hit a groove and a bump, and, yeah, this is not good, pal. I need to get off I need to get off the interstate. If you really had to do interstate, you could do it, but I would not recommend it. This is definitely not a interstate kind of bike, unless your interstates are in better condition than what I was just going through. Like, there were a lot of bumps, a lot of grooves, and the wind wasn't pushing me around so much. It was just all the little imperfections and a little everything really started to kind of get it swirly in some spots, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get off the interstate. Not a bad bike, not the fault of the bike itself. It's just a very light bike for what I was pushing it through. Alright, well, spent the whole day on an Italian motorcycle, worked on some Italian cars. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little hungry. And what better way to satisfy my cravings than an Italian deli? Hell yeah, brother. Frankie's is pretty packed as always, but they already appear to have some influencers there.
Some chicken cutlet tacos. Look at this, you guys. I've never in my life. This is like a chicken Caesar salad. Bro, this is too amazing, bro.
I don't want to bust out another camera and bring the whole place down, so I guess I'll find somewhere like a park or something, you know, sit down, have a eat, stare at the bike, have some closing thoughts. You know what? Screw the park. I'm gonna go eat at Forgotten Angels. God, this thing is so good. gotta hit it with some of that, you know? It's got that to it. Right, look, it may not be a Harley Davidson, but the Italians definitely know how to do a V-twin, okay? I am a straight up menace on this thing, dude. It sounds so good. I mean, it's probably really loud, but man, it sounds so good. Everyone needs to hear how good this thing sounds. You just give it a... Oh, man. God. Welcome home, Forgotten Angels. Figured, you know, why am I eating at a park? I could just come to Forgotten Angels and hang out with family. So like I said in the beginning of this video, this was not going to be a traditional review where I just go over specs, ride it, say how I feel about it. I wanted you to come along with me, a day in the life, if you will, of someone who is quite frankly around Italian stuff all day. I'm around Italian cars all day. I grew up in Italian culture. This was more of a, does this bike pass the Italian lifestyle? And all I can say is, Mamma mia, that is one spicy meatball next to another spicy meatball. The MOTO GUZZI V7 is a pretty comfortable bike to commute on unless you have to get on interstates. It just has so much character. It's so peppy, it's so responsive. It is a really, really good bike that a lot of people don't even know about. What you didn't see on camera was quite a few people coming up to me asking, what is that bike? That thing's gorgeous, that thing's beautiful. I think that's the biggest issue with MOTO GUZZI just in a general sense. Nobody knows what they are. If there's one thing MOTO GUZZI really deserves, it's some time in the spotlight. That's all I can say. Just, you know, mwah, mamma mia. And that, my fellow Earthlings, is today's video. I really hope you enjoyed spending a day with the Kaz Motors, seeing all the Italian antics I got up to. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go enjoy my chicken cutlet and my sparkling Sicilian beverage, so get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Hey, I'm fucking walking here. Hey, I'm fucking walking here. Hey, I'm fucking walking here.